guys, SZA finally released Shirt. How are we feeling? I'm so excited for this album. I'm obsessed with Blind, the snippet that she put at the end of the music video. Oh my god, when is this album coming? If you don't already know, I'm obsessed with SZA. Hello, I made this video. I love her. Hi, I'm Chris and welcome back to whatever the this is. I literally don't know either. What I do know is that today we're doing my monthly reading wrap up, aka every single book I read in October. I know I haven't really been actively posting that often. I wanted to post once a week, but girl, I've been working whilst I don't have time. You're getting monthly reading wrap ups from here on in. Just know that you can always count on a monthly reading wrap up, even if I only read one book. I can't be bothered counting how many I've read. You'll see when the time comes how many books I read. Okay, the first book I finished, I actually started this book in September and then finished it in October, right near the beginning. It's Twisted Lies by Anna Huang. I don't know how the glare is with this. It's the final book in the Twisted series, so I've just completed this series, which is good because I think Anna Huang's next book, King of Wrath, I think it's called, has already come out, so I can actually start that now. I don't know when I'm going to start it though. I don't really have any intention of reading it anytime soon, I won't lie. But if I wanted to, I could read it now since I finished Twisted Lies and I've met, what is it, Dante and whoever his wife is, no idea. This book, Twisted Lies, we're following Christian Harper and Stella Alonso. Stella is like an influencer type vibe and Christian is, he owns a security business, billionaire pretty much, you know, rich got a broke bitter, you know the vibes. I actually really like this book. It took me a while to read it because I was reading it physically and it's kind of long and I was working, so I didn't have that much time to read. I'm a slow reader in general. I really enjoyed it. I do think it was a bit too long. I still really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. This is a fake dating romance. So they're fake dating because Stella wants to get more followers so that she could do this brand deal, or like so that she could be this brand ambassador for this company that she really wants to work for. Christian was fake dating Stella because he wanted to seem, I think it's something to do with like business. Like he thinks that if he has like a girlfriend, he'll seem more like approachable. People can trust him more. It makes sense in the book. I just can't be asked explaining it. It was good. It was interesting. If you want me to rank all of the books, it's Twisted Love, then Lies, then Hate, then Games. If you want me to rank the men, it goes Alex, Christian, and then the other 2. And if you want me to rank the girls, it is Stella and then the other 3. Yeah. Swiftly moving on. The other series that I finished that I read next was the Devil's Night series by Penelope Douglas. Last month, aka September, I read Corrupt. So I talk about this book in that video, so I'm not going to talk about it here, but I thought I'd mention it since I'm going to be mentioning the rest of the series. So I read Corrupt last month. I'm going to keep it kind of short, but my overall opinion on Devil's Night, I thought it was kind of underwhelming. I won't lie, that was kind of underwhelming. Let's get into Hideaway first. The thing is, this is Kyan Banks' romance, but I literally thought the plot was so boring because the plot is literally very much Damon focused. And I was like, I don't care. I don't like this character. I don't care. I just wanted the romance and like, oh, whatever. Can we move on? This book was better than Corrupt, but like, jumping straight into Kill Switch, I like this one. I did. I still don't like Damon. I know people are like, oh my god, like, I love Damon now. Like, oh my god, I hate him in the first 2 books, but this one, like, he redeemed himself. I still don't like him, sorry. What really pissed me off with this book, every time Damon, like, took Winter's dog, it just put me on edge. Oh my god, I hated it. It pissed me off so much. I gave both of those books 3 stars. Conclave, which is the first novella, I gave this one 4 stars. I loved these. No one talks about the novellas because they're literally like, look how short this is, right? Then we get into the final full-length novel, which is Nightfall. This book is huge. This is my favourite from the series. Can confirm. I really like this one. All of these books are set in like dual timeline, but this one, the present day chapters, is set in this like place called Blackchurch. So good. And then you have the like epilogue-ish novella which is called Fire Night. I don't care about this one at all. Sorry. I really wanted to like these books. I thought I was gonna absolutely adore this series, but I didn't. It was very underwhelming. Sorry, Penelope Douglas. Like, love you. Love your standalones, but this was like really underwhelming. Apart from Nightfall, way too long, but I loved it. The next book I read was Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. It's an ice hockey romance. The girl is a figure skater, so like 2 ice rink sports. Like, I was very excited. I saw it everywhere on Bookstagram. I had really high hopes and it fell flat, kind of. It was too long and it was kind of boring. This book is over 400 pages. Could have been like 310 and I probably would have given it 4 stars, but it wasn't, so I gave it 3 stars. Dragged on too much. I like the characters to an extent. I don't have an explanation why. There's a lot of jealousy scenes in this book. I loved all of those jealousy scenes. It was excellent. It was great. Stop making romance books more than 350 pages. I read The Dating Disaster by Saxon James. I'm finally continuing with Frankly New. I literally wanted to read these books as they came out, and then they all have come out now. There's like 8 books. This is only book 2, but I love this one. It was so good. It's an MM romance, new adult, college. It's not enemies to lovers. I don't know how to explain the tropes, but basically we're following these 2 characters who I don't know the names. Chapter 1, they're on a blind date, like they're friends. I think their friends set each other up on this date together. You've got this one guy who's like very much out there. He's like a playboy pretty much. And then the other guy is like shy. I think he's also a virgin hero. So it's kind of like an opposite personalities. You know, they're like opposites, right? Their first date kind of is a bit awkward, ends in a bit of awkwardness. And so they leave, they're like, okay, let's just go. And then they end up being roommates. So that's fun. So now we've got forced proximity in the mix. It's so good. It's so fun. I give it 4 stars. I loved it. I read it in a day. It's short. People take notes. This book is like 200 and something pages. It's fucking incredible. More authors need to make short books. I'm telling you now. These long books are getting 3 stars because they are too long. 200 pages, 4 stars. I just have 2 more books to talk about, so I'm going to talk about this one next. Another physical book, which is fun. A book that everyone in the book community has probably read. It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover. Yep, I read it. I also have this in paperback. Here's the thing with this book and this like series in general, okay? I don't know what you guys were all expecting. This book wasn't trying to be more than it was already initially intending to be, okay? I'm seeing so many like 2-star reviews of this book because people are saying it's like boring or like there's not a lot going on. It wasn't needed. It was just a continuation. It was just like a Lily and Atlas romance. I don't know what you were expecting. This book does what it says on the tin, okay? Literally, in the beginning there was nothing and then there was woman. In this letter that Colleen Hoover wrote to her readers, it literally says, this novel was written as a thank you for the tremendous support, and because of that I wanted to deliver a much lighter experience. Lily and Atlas deserve it. I hope you enjoy their journey. All my love, Colleen Hoover. What were y'all expecting from this book? I hope all of the Ryle defenders on TikTok read this book and understand this man deserves absolutely nothing. And I'm so happy that Colleen Hoover did not try to redeem this man. I love this book. I thought this book was excellent. I gave it 4 stars. It was amazing. It did what it said on the tin. It gave me a much lighter experience. It was a continuation of Lily and Atlas's journey. I'm not a Colleen Hoover stan. I feel like y'all just went into this book with too high expectations. I think this book has maybe taught y'all that Colleen Hoover isn't the absolute goddess of writing that y'all thought she was. As a regular person who just went into this book, I like to end with us. I want to see a much lighter experience of Lily and Atlas's journey, of them actually having a relationship together, a second chance, if you will. I went in and I loved it. Obviously, I still prefer it ends with us. That book is really good. Anyways, let's talk about the final book so I can finally end this video. The final book that I read was Fearless King by Maya Hughes. This is book 4 in the Kings of Rittenhouse series. I gave this book 3 stars. It was fine. I will say one thing that I loved. We got some Marissa and LJ crumbs. If you've read Fulton you know. I haven't read it yet, but like I know that they're in the 4th time chart. We're following Ford and Olivia. It's a brother's best friend romance. It started off a lot better than it finished off as, but like at the same time I still really enjoyed it. It was good. This isn't a bad 3-star rating. This is a very good 3-star rating. 3.5 if you will. I think part of the reason why I didn't like this book is because I think it had a predictable storyline in my opinion. Olivia, she's like trying to get into med school. Deep down she doesn't want to go to med school, but she's always telling people that, oh my god, I want to go to med school. How do you think that storyline's going to end up? I get it that we're not trying to be more than like a cute new adult ice hockey romance, but like at the same time, like this book was just very average. I'm sorry. And that's all the books I've read in October. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Here's the thing, I don't ever claim to be a book reviewer, so if I like explain these books terribly, I never claim to be a book reviewer, okay? I just want to talk about the books that I've read and tell you that I liked them or I didn't, and give you absolutely no explanation as to why, okay? That's my thing. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment down below if you've read any of these books, subscribe if you like romance novels. With that being said, I'm gonna leave now. I need to go listen to Shirt by SZA, and you all need to do the exact same thing. Goodbye.